Good evening, Excellencies, mayors, members of the Jewish community, the president of the Jewish community of Greece, a very, very old and good friend of mine. About 6 months ago, our founder that is with us here and the CEO of CAM, Sasha Reutemann, came with the idea to have mayor's conference. And we discussed, we kind of had a Zoom call and we discussed where to do it. And they came with the idea of Athens, but we basically all said, why would mayor of Athens do this conference? Why would he call this conference? It's a very small Jewish community. It's a beautiful city. They have international conferences all the time. So why would he accept this invitation? So I came to Mayor Boyanis, I think it was like 5-6 months ago. And it took me exactly 7 seconds to convince him, because at the end of the day, he had to convince me how important to have this meeting, mayor's meeting, international conference in the city of Athens. And Mayor, what you said today is what you said then, because I came to tell you that we want to do it here because the way the Greek government and the city of Athens dealt with Golden Dawn. And you told me that the Golden Dawn was born on the streets of Athens, but it was stopped by the people of Athens and by the courts of Athens. And that's why, especially in Athens, it's extremely important to have it. We thought when we started, I went to speak to some mayors that have mayors conferences around the world. And they told me it is a success. It's considered to be a success when 20-25 mayors are coming, because all the rest are usually coming different people from the municipalities, but the mayors, most of the mayors don't show up. But I want to say that really this conference became a huge success. I just was walking around the room here, all the people that arrived, and the very fact that the mayor of New York is with us, and mayors of many other big cities in the United States, many mayors of the capitals of different countries in Europe, is extremely important. There's no doubt that the voice of this conference, or the statement that will be signed tomorrow, will be heard around the world. So Enes gave his story. I want to give you very shortly mine, because it's connected to what we are doing. So I was born in Western Ukraine, to the family that lost most of its members during the Holocaust, including my half-sister. And here we are 80 years later in Europe, but not only in Europe. Today it's unfortunately also in the United States, in other countries, in Latin America and in North America. And here we are, where once again, we Jews cannot walk free the streets. We Jews have to be protected. I just spoke to the chief security officer of the community. We Jews have to be restricted to some things we can or cannot do. We have to be protected by police. We have to be protected by the services. And the mayor of New York rightly said, at the end of the day, it's in your hands, in the hands of the mayors of different countries, because at the end of the day, it comes to day-to-day life, and our destiny is in your hands. So as somebody who belongs to the family of Holocaust survivors, of many members of my family who passed away, it's an opportunity to thank all of you, because there is no doubt in my mind that everybody who came to this conference is with us. You're with us not because the anti-Semitism is a Jewish issue, because it is not. The anti-Semitism is the issue for all of us. And we have to, like the mayor of New York said, we have to fight this battle together. So I'm less optimistic about the outcomes, and I don't think that in our lifetime we'll see the end or the win over the anti-Semitism, but I do think that we have to give it a decent fight, and I do think that we have to do the maximum to prevent this happening. You know, in the Israeli army, and we have here a few members who served in the Israeli army, we always say, you know, the big question is, how do you do that the soldiers under the fire suddenly stand up and they go on attack when their chances to survive are very, very limited? And many surveys were done on this issue. And at the end of the day, the main reason for them doing this is not the Zionism, is not the love for the country. All these are correct. But the main reason is that they feel the shoulder of their friend next to them. And they understand that they're going to fight with friends. So I'm very happy to say on behalf of CAM, to thank all of you and to say that being with you in this room, we feel your shoulder, we feel that you are together with us, and we feel that we are going to give a decent fight to all the negative effects that were discussed here during the evening. So since I'm the last, I think I'm the last speaker before the few films and the dessert, I would like on behalf of all of us here, the Combat Antisemitism movement and other organizations who are partnered in this event, to thank you all very much. I think it's, it's like an old Chinese proverb. The 100 kilometers journey starts from one small step. And I think this small step was just done this evening. And once again, it's an opportunity to thank all of you for being our partners, for being our friends, for fighting this fight together with us. Thank you.